Hey, it's Tim here, coach of Men Who Want More and founder of the Step In Strength Academy. And today I want to share with you my Gran's 95th birthday. That's right, yesterday I'm here in Sydney, Australia visiting my Gran, and she turned 95 years old. And I think that's quite incredible. Maybe you've got somebody in your life who's lived to see 100 or even 70, 80, 90. Isn't it so great when those nearest and dearest to us actually doing so well? And I want to bring you this quick story because you got me thinking. And for the last few years, my beautiful Gran, name's Mary, has been living in her house, and I don't know the exact dates, but I think she's been there 50 or so years. So a huge effort in the same house, and her husband died many years ago now. So she'd been there with some family in and out, and the environment was getting more and more challenging for her. She wasn't quite getting the care that she needed, and she's in great health, which I'm so happy about. She's had a few falls and whatnot, so she's a little bit beat up, but overall, mentally and physically, she's bloody good. She's bloody good for 95 years old. So we organised a little bit of a party, my dad and I, for her, and it was great. It was great. We got there, and she's no longer in her house. And that environment was becoming more challenging, like I said before. So my question to you is, where in your life is your environment becoming quite challenging? Maybe it's in a work situation. Maybe it's in your business. Maybe it's in your relationship, with your marriage, or with family members. Wherever it is, environment plays a huge part in how we behave. Now, my Gran's environment at her house was no longer really serving her. She was finding it hard to get the care, and the quality of life that she was having wasn't at the level that she deserved. So my dad and a friend decided to, and the family decided, okay, this was the time. She was, she had a fall and she was in hospital. This is the time to potentially look at other options and look at, a great retirement home of some sort. And luckily, they found one, and it was incredible. And I've been there a couple of times, and this is where we organised this party for her yesterday. And she's only been in there for a short period of time, I think under a month. And it took her a little while to get settled, a week or so, but now she's absolutely loving it. The staff are amazing, the facilities are first class, and I'm really grateful that she's there because her quality of life has all of a sudden gone from, say, a 5 out of 10 all the way to, I'd say, about a 9 out of 10. And every time I get to speak to her, which is regularly, I try and check in with her at least once a week, she always says life's perfect. I don't believe in perfection, but I love when I speak to her the joy that she's now got. So however long she's got left, and hopefully many, many years, she's going to have the quality of life that she deserves. And it was just something special to celebrate that with her yesterday, and have, I think, a dozen or so people just there in sort of this common area, in this conference sort of room, and just having some food and just chatting. And I love my Gran dearly, and wanted to share that story with you because it's such an important reminder to us all about environment, about owning our environments, about if we're in toxic environments that no longer help us grow, become more, then to get our asses out of it, to move on, to shift, as hard as that can be. Because our environment, we're social animals, and if our environment consistently is not helping us and bringing us down, you're going to have struggles, you're going to have challenges, just like my Gran has for the last few years, mentally and physically. And all of a sudden she's in such a better environment, and she looks 5 years younger. She looks incredible. She's looking like she could go on for who knows how long. She's eating better, and they've got all these facilities, so she's getting her hair done and nails done, and it's fantastic. So something I want you to explore if you're watching this is your environment. What can you do to move if it's not serving you? And even if it is a great environment, maybe you're in a great working situation, or you've got some great business partners, or your family situation's absolutely great, or your marriage or your partnership, you've got a great bunch of friends. How can you take it to the next level? Rather than just settling and having a decent standard, what would happen if you asked yourself another question? How could I take this environment to another level? How could I bring more to this? Maybe that's something to ponder. And if you're on the other side and it's challenging and it's painful, then I'd encourage you to have the courage to move on, to shift, to put a plan in place. You don't have to go all gung-ho and risky right now and just move on, but put a plan in place to honour yourself and who you are and shift out of that toxic environment. So that's my message to you. I want to say hi to a few of you who have jumped on live here. Hey Griselda, Presmark and Zoe, nice to see you girls. Lena and Judy and Nat. And Majoriel and Dan and Cassie and Zoe, Marcus. Hey guys, thanks for jumping on here. And Rachel. Look, I appreciate you being here. My message to you is to make sure that you're getting in and around great environments. You know, whether it's online, that's a great way. Obviously, you know, there's so many great environments online you can get into. And also in person. Your success, your fulfillment is going to be directly related to the people you hang with. And, you know, that's living proof. My Gran's 95th yesterday, and she's just a new woman. She's a new woman because she's in a different environment. She's in a great retirement home now, which is first class, compared to being in her family home for so many years, for the last 50 years, and it just growing. She was growing lonely and just wasn't getting the care that she needed. So what we can learn from that is making sure that we're getting great environments. No matter if you're 21 or 95, the better environments we can get in around people who care, around people who are going places, around people who support and at times challenge you for your goals, visions, aspirations, the happier you're going to be, the more joyful you're going to be, and the more meaning you're going to create, the more fulfillment and the more purpose. So that'd be my tip for you to explore today. Hopefully this has served you. If it has, please comment, please like, please do those wonderful things. Your support means a lot to me, and hopefully you enjoyed the story I shared about my Gran's 95th birthday. She's an incredible soul, and I look forward to catching up with her very, very shortly. But you too have a great day wherever you're watching from. Thank you so much. And again, if you want some extra guidance on anything personally, professionally, mindset and motivation related, make sure you PM me. I'm always here to help and serve and support. So have an incredible day wherever you're watching from in the world, and it's your time to step into your strength and be the best man you can be.